I'm running on very little sleep, and I have no connective tissue to anything that happened on Smackdown or the Mixed Match Challenge. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live.
No connective tissue.
Yeah, there's Crown Jewel, there's Evolution. I can't put those together. It's two different things. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We're just going to talk about it. We open up with the New Day. Kofi was pissed. He didn't care who he fought, whether it was Sheamus or Cesaro or the Big Show. Fortunately, he got the Big Show. He didn't really lose, but he lost because he got chokeslammed 4 times.
And then the New Day just systematically got dismantled.
Yeah, so it was a bad day for the New Day.
You know, it's like the New Day have to be used to the formula of like a team of 2 people getting a third person to help fight 3 people.
It's been their thing.
It's not often that the third person is as big as the New Day.
That's very true. If you put all of the New Day together,
if they Voltroned together,
they would make a Big Show.
Like a
Black Show.
I was going to say an inverted colored Big Show.
Black Show. Then we had a rematch from last week where the Usos once again defeated AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. AJ and Daniel now
were a lot more in sync during the match.
Definitely
till the end.
Yeah, and then they were Daniel Bryan especially was playing the blame game, and AJ's like, "The fuck, man, leave me alone." Then we had Charlotte doing kind of a speech and a Q&A with some of the Performance Center ladies. Becky ends up crashing that. Words are exchanged, and then so are punches. And it's just a big old brawl at the Performance Center.
There's a lot of like good footage from that brawl.
Yeah.
Like if you go to WWE.com or WWE on their YouTube page. They have like some of the people like in the Performance Center like got it on their cell phones and stuff.
Nice.
One of the people like was from inside one of the rings looking down.
Oh, that's cool. We had Rusev defeat Aiden English. Go quickly. That's probably the end of Aiden English. We had Miz TV with Rey Mysterio talking about the America Cup at Crown Jewel. This turned into Rey Mysterio defeating The Miz. We had Women's Chaos. This was supposed to be a tag team match where it was supposed to be Asuka and Naomi versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. But we had the Iconics. We had Carmella. We had Zelina Vega. We had
Lana.
We had like pretty much the entire. I think it was the entire SmackDown women's roster come out and
sans Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
Yes. Which we had Charlotte kind of comment on the whole performance and everything. But it was just a big old brawl, which kind of ended with Asuka standing tall. So Asuka, I think, has the most momentum heading into the Battle Royal at Evolution.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to point us in the direction that either Ember Moon or Asuka will win.
They seem to be the top ones on their brand. Shane McMahon returned to hype the America Cup, to which we went into Randy Orton defeating Jeff Hardy in our main event. Then in the Mixed Match Challenge, we had Team B&B defeat Team Pause. Next week for Raw brand, we'll have Mahalisha versus Monster Eclipse. And then on the SmackDown side, we had Asuka defeat Day One Glow. And next week, we have Ravishing Rusev Day versus Phenomenal Flair. With that being said, Kevin Hawk, what did you like about Tuesday?
I'm going to go with Finn Balor and Bobby Roode cosplaying each other.
That was pretty hysterical. Fat guy in a little coat is funny, but buff guy in a little coat is funny as well.
Yeah, Bobby Roode in a tight leather jacket.
Yeah, it doesn't fit him nearly as well. Like it's a little loose on Finn, but it is.
Finn is buff, but he's slender buff.
Yes.
Bobby Roode is a small man with large muscles.
Yeah, he's jacked.
Because they're probably, if you like broke them down, they're probably the same size. Like Finn and Bobby Roode, like height-wise and like length of their limbs and everything, they're probably the same size. What you see is the difference of working out with lightweight and more reps versus heavyweights, fewer reps.
Absolutely. I'm going to give my like to the Women's Chaos, the build towards Evolution, specifically the Battle Royal, made a lot more people seem important than just a Fatal 4-Way that we had last night on Raw.
Yeah, and that's the craziest thing. This segment lasted, at least like the brawling portion, probably as long as the Fatal 4-Way match did, and it felt way more important.
Yeah,
like it felt
there were so many more people there, so many more people with something to say, and it was just it was fun, and and you got to see a lot more faces involved, and it builds towards a bigger majority of the roster than the Raw thing did.
Yeah, and but it does go to like show that like Raw has a very small portion of this battle royal.
Yeah. I didn't realize it until watching all of these women come out. I'm like, man,
because Raw has
a lot of ladies on SmackDown.
Raw has 2 of them going to the tag match, has the 6 women's tag match. So SmackDown doesn't really have...
And the title match.
Yeah, SmackDown doesn't really have anything going for Evolution aside from Charlotte versus Becky.
Yeah. SmackDown's going to rule Evolution. That and returns. What did you love?
Rey Mysterio.
Just Rey Mysterio in general?
Yeah. I enjoyed his snide comments at The Miz during Miz TV. And,
specifically when he was disappointed that he wasn't on Truth TV.
Yes. Also...
Sassy Rey Mysterio.
Him beating The Miz.
Yeah?
Yeah. The slide... he's perfected...
that
sliding splash to the outside.
It was weird to see him do it towards the commentary table.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time he did that was probably by accident.
Yeah, and he's just like, hey, I'll just keep going. And now that he's thinner and lighter, he can probably get a lot more momentum than he could when he was
it looked like he legitimately knocked the breath out of The Miz.
I mean, Rey Mysterio is a solid dude.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Well, shit, I'm just going to piggyback on that because, I loved the match in general. Miz always rises to the occasion, and to see him have some fantastic spots that set up for the faux 619.
Yes,
you were popping for that when that happened, and then Miz immediately getting into his quick DDT, dropping Rey down to his knees. There was some great stuff all around in that match, and it was just I would actually say it was better than his match against Shinsuke last week.
Oh yeah.
So
what helps, and I mean, it's been 6 years since they had a one-on-one match.
Yeah,
but they have that to go off of. True. They have chemistry. Yeah. They've wrestled before. It might be a long time, but a lot of people will tell you it's like, if you've wrestled somebody 50 times.
Yeah.
And then even if you take a 5-year hiatus and come back, when you go to that same person, unless they've made some sort of dramatic change, it's like riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
It's like you don't forget.
And when you have someone as tenured as Rey Mysterio and even The Miz as well, I mean, both these guys know what the hell they're doing. Did you dislike anything?
I don't know. I'm gonna be this. This is just so...
Be it.
Be so... I don't even know what the word is. So picky.
Okay.
And so not having to do with anything that happened on this episode.
Okay.
Except for at Mixed Match Challenge, when they showed the graphic of the team scores, I just got mad that Rusev and Lana haven't won yet.
You're so pro Ravishing Rusev Day.
I am.
It made you mad.
Yeah, and the fact that they're 0-2 right now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, their next match is against probably the team who's going to win the bracket for SmackDown.
Oh yeah.
So I don't see I'm just gonna get more disappointed that Ravishing Rusev Day is gonna go to 3-0.
Ravishing Rusev Day, Team Pause, Mahalisha, and
Fabulous Truth.
They're gonna completely botch this entire tournament. They might get one win, and it'll be towards the end, and it's not gonna matter. It's just to say they won something. But yeah, it's a little sad.
I'm gonna go out and say Team Pause will only beat Mahalisha. Mahalisha will get 0. They'll be 0 and 4.
They have that.
Fabulous Truth will probably also be 0 and 4.
Yeah,
because that's how they treat Truth.
Yeah. Oh man, do you think Ravishing Rusev Day is going to get at least one win
over Fabulous Truth?
Oh,
and that's what I'm saying. Is Team Pause only win will be over Mahalisha.
So Mahalisha is getting.
Yeah, Mahalisha will be 0 and 4. They will be
the only team that goes completely defeated
on Raw.
Okay, who's going completely defeated on SmackDown?
Fabulous Truth.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
because Fabulous Truth is going to give Rusev Day its one win.
Okay. I got it now.
Because when a team is 0 and 3, they have to beat one other team. So they're both going to be 0 and 3, probably going into that match.
That's fair. I'm not gonna say I disliked anything. I just felt bad because it looked like Naomi was. I don't know. There was just I don't know if it was just she was like overselling or like just I don't know. There was something she was off on her game. Her and Jimmy did the they both ran and did the hip attack in the corner, and she just went like she was like almost a full turnbuckle above Asuka's head, and it looked real bad. And then her dive on the outside, she was just super close to the ring.
She's way too early.
Yeah. And so Asuka was barely, Asuka and The Miz were out there, and neither of them were in a position to even catch her. It was hilarious to watch Jimmy drag her away from the ring after Asuka won, but yeah, it just looked like it was not a good night for Naomi. I mean, her dancing was great, the entrance was fun like usual, but in-ring stuff, not so much. The group hug thing was funny, but as far as wrestling goes, it was a bad night for Naomi.
It's such a different dynamic this year with Awesome Truth, or not Awesome Truth, Team Asuka. Yeah,
secretly there's an extra team where it's The Miz and R-Truth. Reforming their 2011 tag team, hanging out.
The dynamic of last year's was Asuka freaking out because she didn't want The Miz to be the reason why her undefeated streak ended.
Yeah.
And this year, it's consistently The Miz getting upset because Asuka keeps goofing around.
Yeah, she's being too babyface for The Miz, and it's pissing him off. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool that they have that dynamic that is that's flipped. So.
Also, just an interesting note that I'm just getting on my phone right now.
Breaking news.
That according to some people on Instagram and Twitter are saying that WWE was handing out, and maybe we'll have this graphic up, signs that say "We want women's tag team championships."
I saw that on SmackDown. I did see one on Raw.
Yeah, and people are saying that these were being handed out by staff.
Weird.
So I'm thinking potentially they might announce them at Evolution.
Let's do it. Let's start a tournament at Evolution and run it to Survivor Series. Four corners finals at Survivor Series. Winners become the first women's tag team champions.
One Raw, one SmackDown.
No, just one set of belts that go to all three brands.
No, but you said four corners. So one team from Raw, one team from SmackDown, one team from NXT, one team from UK.
Yeah. That works. Anyway. That was extra. Thanks for watching.
Tune into the Wrestling Rundown. You always get a little extra.
Do they?
Sometimes.
You don't always want a little extra of what we've got going on.
No.
It's not always good. More often than not, it's pretty bad. But hey.
Sometimes you see it at the end of the episode, though.
Wrestling Rundown. We're a little bit extra. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There's so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link. It's not really working right now, but go ahead and check it out.
It might, it's
Indie News is up, but Raw wouldn't go up.
Yeah.
So if you want to listen to Indie News, it's
Click
up there.
the SoundCloud link.
Yeah. But you can also check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling. Where we have a list with Kevin Hahn,
Me.
Question of the Week with Thomas Wolf,
Not
other
me.
videos that are loosely based around wrestling,
Yeah.
and coming up in just a couple of days, we'll have a brand new unboxing from our friends at Pro Wrestling Crate.
It was a good box, too.
Yeah. It was
I enjoyed it.
It was masks and paint. You have to
It's
see what we
one
got.
of my favorite micro brawlers.
Absolutely.
Popped up in this one.
So you get to see who gets to join all these little dudes. Plus, what other? We got this Roddy shirt out of a box. What shirts did we get out of the paint and mask?
Roman Reigns came out of a box.
Finn Balor came out of a box.
But what boxes did they come out of?
You won't know unless you check out the playlist. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Next year's Mixed Match Challenge is going to have a team. It's going to be called Fuck Modus.
Who would be on that team? It obviously wouldn't be Modus, because it would be a team that's saying fuck Modus.
Okay.
It'd be Zack Ryder and Darren Young.
Book it.
Zack Ryder and Percy Watson.
Zack Ryder and Dana Brooke.
Mixed match. There we go. Got it. Done. We're out.